Hey guys, welcome to Tech Best. This is the Teclast Tbook 16 Power. We got it from Banggood, and there will be links in the description below if you want to check it out. Visually though, you can take just one look at this and tell where it gets its influence from. It is a Microsoft Surface 3 tablet rival, and it's pretty good. It has a few minor issues, but for the most part it offers good value. So the entry-level Microsoft Surface 3 comes with 64 gigs of storage, an Intel X7 Z8700 processor, and just 2 gigabytes of RAM. The Tbook 16 Power also has 64 gigs of storage, but it has an Intel X7 Z8750 with a whopping 8 gigs of RAM, and that extra RAM is what sets this tablet apart. Having that extra memory speeds up a lot of tasks. You can have lots of browser tabs and apps open and switch between them without slowing down. Another standout feature is that this is a dual boot system with both Android Marshmallow and Windows 10. So you get the best of both worlds. Now with 2 OSs installed and just 64 gigs of storage, it doesn't leave you with a whole lot of available memory. You get about 20 gigabytes free. Thankfully though, this can be expanded with a micro SD card, but I'm not sure why they have the flap pivot right above the slot. Would have made more sense to have it pivot on the other side so that it doesn't get in the way. But anyway, we also have micro HDMI, a charging port, USB Type-C, which can double as another charging port, a full-size USB port. This can power an external hard drive, and we also get a headphone jack. On the bottom is the magnetic keyboard dock connector, which works extremely well with a satisfying click. On the right are the speakers. Now they work fine, but they aren't anything special. On the top we have the power and volume buttons, and there is also a capacitive Windows button on the front. Now there are a couple of cameras on this tablet, but there's no point going into details on these. They're fine for video calls. The display on this is 11.6 inches, so it's bigger than the 10.8 inch Surface 3. It has a 16:9 aspect ratio. It is an IPS display with 10-point touch, and the resolution is 1920x1080. The brightness though is on the lower side, so it will struggle in direct sunlight. Now although the frame is plastic, the back is metal. It has a multi-positional kickstand which feels robust, and when used in combination with the optional keyboard, it can be used as a laptop replacement. It's a good keyboard. It's not backlit, but it has good tactile feedback and is pleasant to type on. The trackpad is okay. It's wide but very short, so the vertical sensitivity has been boosted to compensate for the lack of height. Now this makes for some weird unbalanced tracking. It takes a bit of getting used to, but once you do, it is perfectly usable. The keyboard can also be set at 2 different levels for comfort. If you get one of these tablets and you want to use it for more than just watching movies, I highly recommend you get it with the keyboard. It really does improve its usability. And just like with the Surface keyboard, it doubles as a smart cover to protect the screen. Size-wise, here it is next to a 2016 MacBook Pro, so it is about the same width, but it is shorter, and with the keyboard fitted, it is slightly thicker. Weight-wise, the tablet is about 900 grams and the keyboard is a little over 300 grams. The battery on this is 8500 milliamp hours, which is larger than the Surface 3's battery, but it doesn't seem to last quite as long. I'm getting between 5 and 7 hours of use from a single charge, which is on the lower end, but on the flip side, the performance of the tablet is pretty good. The Intel X7 is a vastly superior processor to the older Atom processors found in many affordable tablets, and the 8 gigs of RAM also helps out a lot. Now under Android we get 77,000 points in Antutu benchmark, which means it will be fine for current gaming titles from the Google Play Store. It also ran games like Asphalt 8 under Windows on high settings fine, but I found gaming performance tended to be better under Android. Now this is the Gamesir G4S, which is my favourite controller as it works under both Android and Windows, so it is perfect for a dual boot system like this. This will be linked in the description below as well. This tablet with the Intel X7 processor and 8 gigs of RAM, the performance for the price is decent. It has a good amount of ports, the optional keyboard adds functionality. The cons though are the dim display and the battery life could have been better, but overall it is a solid Chinese rival to the Surface 3. So that's the end of the video. If you have any ideas, suggestions or questions, drop me a comment below. Thanks for watching, catch you in the next one.